Welcome to Syndicate 2's presentation of our e-platform business, Masivune, where small farmers grow. Masivune's problem statement is taken from the Department of Agriculture's vision and mission statement, which amongst other things reads that the department seeks to achieve equitable access to land, integrated rural development, sustainable agriculture, and food security. Their mission statement reads as to accelerate land reform, catalyze rural development, and improve agricultural production to stimulate economic development and food security. Masivune seeks to address exactly these challenges for rural communities. Masivune originates from the isiZulu, Xhosa, and Nguni language. It carries the practical and collaborative meaning tied to the harvesting process. It can therefore be interpreted as, let us harvest together. Our business concept will address and demonstrate the following features and functionality of the Masivune platform business. Amongst others, a platform for matching sellers and buyers, technology functionality customized for rural areas, USSD and no data functionality, software design, revenue and clearing functionality for both sellers and buyers, support services, trading, and trading transparency.
Masivune's long-term success shall rely on its key partners, namely farmer cooperatives and agricultural associations. These will help onboard producers, train farmers, and build trust. 2. Transport and logistics providers. These will ensure produce moves efficiently from farms to buyers. 3. Agricultural input suppliers and financial institutions. These shall support farmer productivity through an in-app services like bundled inputs, credit, and insurance. And lastly, government and NGOs. These shall provide support through funding, training, compliance, and digital infrastructure.
Key activities. We look at the app, look and feel. The app should have a clear product description. It should be simple to be used and yet has a very efficient search engine facility. It should also have a use of geolocation to connect users to their nearest vendors. It should also allow the end users to have their product review and suggestion. Product availability. It should ensure that inventory is updated in real time and that the track activities such as returns, order cancellations, exchange has to be updated accordingly. Ordering and payment. Make sure that the ordering process is as accommodative as possible. It should allow multiple use of type of payment such as EFT, debit, e-wallet, as well as cash. It should also ensure that shipment cost is clearly stated before closing of the transaction. Reliable delivery mechanism. We need to track time it takes from ordering a product to when it gets delivered. We should also be able to get a confirmation when the item is delivered. Key resources. We look at sales as being one of our key resources by using the website as well as the app. Advertising will also be one of our key resources. We therefore need to look at the digital advertising capability for both consumers and B2B, which is business to business. As part of the distribution network, we need to engage with the youth to create some kind of job employment by making use of bicycles and motorcycles. Customer relationship management. We need to manage the customer data, the statistics, relationships that will allow us to build campaigns in the future. Human capital. Human capital is one of our key resources as well, as we need someone to look at the application, to oversee the platform strategy and future development. We need a developer to build and maintain integrations, features, and performance. And last but not least, it's our customer support that will also be needed to take care of all the queries that you receive.
Value proposition. Masivune will deliver the following values to its customers. It will enable small-scale farmers to become income-generating micro-enterprises. Uses mobile tech to improve market access, trust, and community ownership. The following problems will be solved for the customers. Invisibility from formal markets, lack of buyer trust due to informal operations, no access to finance or support services. The customer's needs will be satisfied as follows. Recognition through digital identity, simplicity via mobile tools, local participation, trust, and learning. Our offering and minimum viable product will be as follows. For the farmers, it will be digital identities, shared logistics, micro-learning tools. For the buyers, it will be verified listings, order consolidation, delivery coordination. And for NGOs and institutions, it will be farmer data and trends, API access for campaigns. Our minimum viable product, also known as the MVP, is a USSD-based produce listing and registration. There will be SMS alerts for real-time buyer matching, local delivery partner coordination, manual onboarding via trusted cooperatives. Masivune bridges the digital divide to unlock rural economic potential.
Customer relationships. How do we as Masivune keep, and grow our customers? By having a seamless onboarding experience that is unique, personal, and hassle-free. Use of digital marketing like Google Ads, social media, as well as traditional media, where we are advertising in local newspapers to reach out to offline audiences. Partnerships and collaborations with agricultural organizations, influencers, suppliers, and educational institutions to expand reach and credibility. Community engagement on a continuous basis, where we are able to host local events and demonstrations to showcase the platform and build trust. Ensuring accessible support by having frequently asked questions and instructional videos. Responsive customer service, as well as having regularly refreshed agricultural content, crop performance data, as well as new techniques, as well as loyalty programs like referral rewards and also discounts from app investors and partners. Channels. Our customer engagement strategy is centered around accessibility, real-time responsiveness, and integration with daily agricultural routines. The preferred communication channels includes Masivune's mobile app, which is a primary channel where we could use push notifications to deliver real-time updates, alerts, and personalized content. The USSD channel and an alternative access designed for users without smartphones or internet access, which can benefit high accessibility due to widespread mobile phone usage. Platform websites, training and information hubs where you can host educational content, guides and tutorials. API integrations, which will benefit seamless data exchange and service delivery.
Our customer segments. For purposes of clarity, the Department of Agriculture in this regard is seen as the custodian of the platform rather than the customer, as the platform seeks to help their strategic objectives. Sellers in this regard are seen as household subsistence growers and the surplus of their production, which can be marketed on Masivune. Micro farmers, which are farmers who produce on less than 5 hectares of land, and small farmers who produce on less than 50 hectares of land. Our buyer segments are households, general dealers, and these may include local retailers as well as spaza shops, schools accessing government feeding programs, clinics and hospitals, provision of produce to hospitals and clinics, and catering companies and small medium enterprises found in these jurisdictions. Secondary customers are those involved in the broader value chain of Masivune's offering, as described by my colleagues. These are logistics providers who confirm transportation of produce to buyers, advertisers who may see our market as valuable to them, data analysts, food safety regulators, particularly in the areas of food grading, financial institutions for clearinghouses and payment confirmations, and agricultural research institutions whom the platform can assist to improve agricultural production.
Cost structures. The cost structures for Masivune can be broken down into the following categories: development and maintenance of the Masivune app and website, including the USSD integration, hosting services for the platform and data storage, salaries for developers, product managers, marketing and support staff, payments to deliver partners such as bicycle and motorcycle couriers, digital advertising, community events, and influencer collaboration. We're also going to look at the cost incurred from payment gateways and USSD providers. Lastly, the workshops for farmers to onboard them to the platform.
Revenue streams. This revenue model creates a sustainable platform that grows with its community while maintaining its core mission of supporting sustenance farmers. The revenue model is split into three categories. Primary one, looking at a tiered commission model, where we could charge zero commissions for community exchange services that include food bartering, sharing. The next one could look at selling off surplus product, which could be anything from 2 to 3% commission, but under a certain threshold. The last one could include formal market sales as well as cooperative sales, which could be anything from 4% to 5%. The next, we need to employ a freemium service model, where we let the participants have free services, for instance, basic weather information and simple crop planning. Then for more advanced services, we could charge a premium price where we could have advanced weather forecasting, detailed planting calendars, and preservation techniques. We could also generate revenue from micro transaction services. We already spoke about SMS alerts and market updates that could be sent to the farmers, USD transaction session charging, as well as voice-based advisory services, which would charge per sessions. Secondary revenue stream looks at the financial services integration with the third parties that have already been mentioned, where we could charge commission for credit facilitation, which could be a percentage of the loan, then the facilitation of the movement of money between the buyers and the sellers. The next one talks about resource coordination services, where we could facilitate the exchange of seeds, of equipment, as well as quality verification services between the buyers and our verifiers. The next in the same category relates to then data services, where we could partner with market research and sell data to the farmers, as well as publish any anonymized data to any interested parties at a premium. The last category talks to tertiary services, revenue streams, where we could partner with NGOs as well as government services, and we could charge implementation fees as a partner with them as part of the agricultural initiatives. The last one talks about advertising, where we could be advertising deals, financial services vetted, educational content, as well as tools and equipment listing.
Masivune offers an innovative solution to the challenges faced by rural farmers in South Africa by leveraging mobile technology and an accessible digital platform. The initiative empowers small-scale farmers, bridges the gap between rural and urban food systems, and drives economic inclusion. The platform's cost-efficient, scalable design aligns with the Department of Agriculture's goals for equitable land use, sustainable agriculture, and rural development. The diverse revenue streams and targeted cost strategies ensure financial sustainability while maximizing social impact. Masivune is not just a platform. It is a transformative movement aimed at fostering community growth, improving food security, and reducing rural poverty. Thank you.
Siyabonga, Masivune.